My relationship with rugby is sort of, don't think I had much choice to be involved in the game. My grandfather played, my father played, and as a 5-year-old I was taken down to the local rugby club to join. So that was the excitement about the game, just looking forward to every weekend. I used to fold my jersey up on the end of my bed and my shorts and go to bed early on a Friday night, so excited and couldn't wait for Saturday morning to be able to get out in the field and play. And we used to play 15 aside and there'd be 15 young fellas sort of following the ball around like sort of bees at a honey pot. Yeah, that was kind of my first experience. In 1971, I think it was a 7-year-old or an 8-year-old, and the Lions came.
Thinking it out. John Williams, the fullback. Oh, he turned well, and he did it. John Williams.
Growing up, you kind of have that belief that the All Blacks are the best team in the world, and they play at home and they don't get beaten. So for the Lions to come out then, that had a lasting impression on me.
Cornell, McGeechan, JJ Williams, what a score!
And as a player, you were so motivated, so pumped up about the opportunity to play the best players in the Northern Hemisphere, and realising that, for you as a player, that this opportunity is never going to come along again. It happens once every 12 years. So, I can remember that change in vividly, and the players were so motivated and, excited about the opportunity to go out and play against the best of the best in the Northern Hemisphere.
Monkey! Gatland gets one.
The Lions is the only team now that in some way mirrors what the traditional tours of the past used to be. That keeps some of the traditions and the history of what used to happen in the past, and that's kind of what makes the Lions so unique. You realise the importance and what it means to the home nations, and really what it means to the players, and how much they want to put that red jersey on and play for what's considered the best team in the Northern Hemisphere, and then to go and challenge yourself against the best of the Southern Hemisphere in their own backyard. Some players have been lucky enough to be on 2 or 3 tours at the right place at the right time. There's a lot of players that unfortunately have missed the opportunity to go on Lions tours. So once you've been selected for the Lions, it's something that can never be taken away from that group of players, and you become part of a very special and elite group. In 2009, I was coaching Wales, and lucky enough to be asked by Ian McGeechan would I come to South Africa as the assistant coach and coaching the forwards, to witness it firsthand in terms of what it meant to be a Lion for the players, but also to experience how tough it was to go on tour, and very disappointed that we didn't win the Test series, or at least draw this Test series. We came back from South Africa, heads held high, when thinking that we'd performed well enough. We'd put some real pride back into the Lions jersey, and I think that for us was a real stepping stone to 2013, because there was a real sense of win a first Test series since 1997. In this country, you need a bit of a strut. You need a strut in your stride, a spring in your step, a little bit of a swagger. That's what they respect. For me, I understood the importance of the Lions, the challenge of the Lions. You get 20 or 30,000 supporters following out from all the 4 nations who are excited about cheering. They make the Lions special, but the Lions have to be successful and have to win tours as well. And if I look back on the experience in New Zealand in 2017, we were written off before we even started the tour. We went out there with a positive mindset, trying to wear them down wasn't going to be good enough, and if you wanted to compete with the All Blacks, you had to go out there and be positive and play some rugby and take some risks, and we were prepared to do that.
That is one of the great Lions Test tries.
Second Test, it was a wet night in Wellington. We were able to get on top and eventually win that game. There was massive celebration, the boys singing in change rooms afterwards. I remember that. When you think back on that third Test, we went down to the wire.
Huge kick. It's one of the great kicks.
And I think for all of us, the final whistle, how do you feel? But the photo with both sets of players Sam Warburton and Kieran Reid sort of holding up the trophy. I think for me that's going to be one of the iconic photos of all time. I think as time went on, we've got to be proud of that performance and what we did, and to be able to walk away from New Zealand with our heads held high. The right individuals, the right characters, that's essential, getting that right. It is just a matter of opinion.
Rory, for me, leader, proven, excellent set piece.
It's a matter of people who are making that decision, and often they're difficult decisions. It's our opinion at the time, and trying to get the right balance of putting the right team out for the right fixture, but also trying to get the balance right and picking the squad. And a lot of those players that are on tour are used to being number one choice for the club sides, or number one choice for their national team, and it's how they overcome that disappointment and add to being positive for the preparation of the team to hopefully get a result and a performance on the field and a winning series. I think it's a big part of me as a coach, and we had singing last time and choir practice, and it was something that brought the group together really quickly, and we sang in the change rooms after games. That was quite special, so that's huge in terms of creating the right culture within a Lions group. I'm extremely conscious of how important family is to players, how lucky we are to be involved in professional sport and the opportunities that gives us in life. But to me, the most important thing is your family. If things are right off the field, if things are right at home, then I'm going to get a better player. They're going to get more effort at training, better performances on the pitch. The players come first, and definitely the families come first. And it's a real priority for me. Look, the boys, they've got to enjoy themselves. They've got to have a laugh and get out. We have different committees on tour, whether it's entertainments or music or fines committee. And I remember Simon Zebo having to ring up his Munster coach, saying that he thought he would be a good choice for captain the following season.
I was just wondering what's the story with the captaincy next year. I was just wondering if there was any chance for me.
Fortunately, Rob saw the funny side of it. One of the things that we've done in the 3 tours that I have been on is that in between the second and the third test, we've given the guys 2 or 3 days off. I found it to be a real positive. 3 games that we had, we've won the third test in South Africa, won the third test in Australia in 2013, and then drew against the All Blacks in 2017 as well. So, it's important that as coaches we recognise we've got to give them some downtime and before you start preparing later in the week. The Lions fans are special, they make the sacrifice to go out there and support the team. You run out into that pitch and you see the amount of support that those fans give the players, and it gives them an amazing lift. Without them, without what they create and the passion that they bring, a sea of red jerseys everywhere, I don't think the Lions as a concept would be as successful as it currently is right now. You're trying to take everything in when you're sitting in the coach's box, and part of that is to try and soak up the atmosphere that the crowd brings. You've got to try and get that balance right between sort of focusing on your role and in terms of the team, and it's hard to ignore. I remember in 2013 and hearing the Lions fans singing the fields of Athenry and Swing Low, Sweet Chariot. I mean, you never would have imagined that was possible, but the fans from 4 countries can come together and embrace the history of each other, to put the differences behind them. Almost like once in a lifetime opportunity or memory to be part of a Lions tour, because it creates so many special memories. The gold has to be to go to South Africa and win the series, and it's as simple as that. And I wouldn't be sitting here now if I didn't believe we were capable of doing that. There's a number of challenges that are going to face us in South Africa. The altitude, and that creates its own challenge from a physiological point of view, and how the players adapt and as quickly as they possibly can. You get that traditional physical South African player. They're big and they're tough, and they've got real passion and real history as well. And it's exciting to be able to go there. It's a great country to tour. It's so diverse. It's beautiful. I would encourage everyone following the tour to make the most of a unique country, some great people. It can make touring and following a team and having those diverse experiences, it can make it a lifetime experience that you'll never forget.